Okay, so first category is Georgia. So in Georgia history, on February 20th, 1970, Georgia ratified the 19th Amendment, allowing women the right to vote 50 years after it became a law, similar to Brown versus Board of Education, when it took Georgia 70 years to integrate. That's a long time. Okay, Georgia governors in the 70s were Lester Maddox. He was the last segregationist governor. He refused service to blacks and stood outside his restaurant beating them with sticks. But he also appointed the most blacks in office, so, yeah. Jimmy Carter was another one. He owned a community center for human rights and the alleviation of human suffering. Basically, he helped other countries get back on their feet. And then there's George Busbee. He was pretty irrelevant, but he was the first governor to serve 2 consecutive 4-year terms, and he was part of a law firm in Atlanta called King and Spalding. Georgia political was on April 3rd, 1970, when Jimmy Carter announced his candidacy for governor. And then the Georgia sport was when the Hawks came to Atlanta in the Alexander Memorial Coliseum in 1972. And that is 70s and 70 seconds, Georgia.
70s and 70 seconds pop culture. There some famous musicians were Stevie Wonder, Led Zeppelin, Elton John, Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones, The Eagles, Marvin Gaye, AC/DC, Queen, and Aerosmith. Some popular sodas were Tab, Crush, 7-Up, and Dr. Pepper.
Tab is
A famous sports figure was O.J. Simpson, and he won the NFL MVP in 1973. Some hit TV shows were The Brady Bunch, The Jeffersons, Chips, MASH, and All in the Family. Technological advancements. The first microprocessor and the first video game, which was called Pong by Atari, was made in 1972. Liquid crystal display, which was LCD watches. Email, the first digital camera, and the pocket calculator.
We all benefit from it.
That is right.
Okay, so that was 70s and 70 seconds.
Bye.
Okay, so the next category is musical events in Georgia. So we had Elvis Presley performing in Macon, Georgia on June 1st, 1977. Then the political event was the 1970 Bryson Pop Festival. Then some presidents during the 70s were Richard Millis Nixon in 1973, and he also ordered an invasion of Cambodia, and he widened the Vietnam War. So, yeah. And then we have Gerald Rudolph Ford in 1974, and he was the 38th president. And then James Earl Carter Jr. in 1977, and he was the 39th president. Yep. And then a memorable historical event was the Aswan High Dam was completed. The Beatles break up. So sad. Computer floppy disks were invented. And in 1976, The Muppet Show premieres. And then in 1977, Elvis is found dead. Star Wars, the movie, is released, and Sony introduces the Walkman. So,
70s and 70 seconds.
70s and 70 seconds. Dude.